Hello student, myself Lokus Kumar Prajapati, and in my last video I will explain the definition of circle and the term related to the circle like secant and tangent. So now I am going to continue the chapter 10 of circle. So this is the theorem related to the circle and tangent. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So dear children, before prove this theorem, I will explain a real life situation. If you look the wheel of bicycle, okay, so this is in this form. Okay, this is the wheel of a bicycle. Its spoke along it is radius. Okay, its spokes is radius of the wheel. And if the wheel is running, so this is running on the tangent. Okay, tangent like this. So this means we can say the wheel is running on the tangent. So ground as a, we can say ground as a tangent. Okay, so the ground is as a tangent. Okay, if this wheel is running on the ground, its spokes, suppose this is a spoke, its spoke is also moves. So each spokes make at 90 degree, okay, 90 degree to the ground at the point of contact. Clear? Suppose this is a spoke. After moving this spoke come to over here, and at point this spoke is perpendicular to the ground through the point of contact. So similarly we can say the radius of the circle is perpendicular through the point of contact. Okay, so children, now I will prove this. The radius of the circle is perpendicular to the point of contact by this theorem. Okay, so this is the tangent at any point to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So first I will draw a circle with center O, the center O, and this is a radius, and this is a tangent. Okay, and this is a tangent A B. So we have to show radius. The tangent at any point to a circle is perpendicular radius through the point of contact. Okay, means we have to prove OP. Okay, OP is perpendicular on AB. OP is radius and AB is tangent. So we have to show this OP is perpendicular on AB. So dear children, to show OP is perpendicular on AB, it is sufficient to prove the length OP. Okay, the length OP is shorter than any other line segment joining O to any point of AB. So for this we draw a line, another line segment through O on AB, which intersect the circle at this point. The name is suppose Q, and this is point R. Okay, so we have to show the length OP is shorter than any line segment joining to O and any point on AB, means tangent. So for this we can see from figure OP and OQ both are radius. Okay, so we can say OP equal to OQ. Now observe this figure. This is OR equal to OQ plus QR. Okay. Now from the figure we can say the distance OP is shorter than OQ is shorter than OR. Okay, this OQ is less than OR, but here we suppose we write over here OP equal to OQ, means both are radii of circle. So we substitute OQ equal to OP is shorter than OQ. So here we have shown that the distance OP is shorter than OR. Okay, so therefore we can say OP is perpendicular on AB. Okay children, so this is the proof of this theorem. Okay, OP is perpendicular on AB because any line segment joining through O on any point on a circle with leaving the point of contact. Okay, so we will find this distance always be shorter than this distance. Okay, so this is the proof of this theorem. Hello student, in this video I will solve exercise 10.1. So question number first is how many tangents can a circle have? So I will explain in my introduction video about the circle and property of secant and tangent. Okay, so remind the introduction video. So we have to ask how many tangent can a circle. So a circle has infinite tangent. Okay, so the answer of this question is infinite. Okay, infinite number of tangent be drawn on a point of circle. Okay, second question, fill in the blanks. The first, a tangent to a circle intersects it in. Okay, so by definition of tangent, as we know, when a line intersects the circle at one point, it's called the secant. It's called the tangent of a circle. So tangent of a circle, tangent intersect the circle at one point. Okay, so the correct word will be one point. Next, second, a line intersecting a circle in 2 point is called, okay, when a line intersects the circle at 2 point, then it is called secant. Okay, so secant we will relate over here. Secant is called secant. Okay, the third, a circle can have parallel tangent at most. As we know, in a circle we can draw only two parallel tangents. Okay, so we will go to clear over here. A circle can have two parallel tangents at the most. Now move to the fourth point. This is the common point. The common point of tangent to a circle, and the circle is called, okay, the common point of circle and tangent is called the point of contact. So this is point of contact. Okay, so this is the solution of question number first and second. So now move to the question number 3 of exercise 10.1. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 cm meet a line through the center O at a point Q, so that Q equal to 12 cm. The length of PQ we have given 4 alternative options. Choose the correct option. Okay, so first I will solve this question. So given a tangent on a circle, suppose this is a circle with center O, and a tangent PQ at point P of a circle. Suppose this is a point P on a circle, okay, and this is a point Q. Radius is given. This is 5 cm. And distance OQ is given. OQ is given. This is 12 centimeter. Then we have to find the length of PQ. Okay. So this is the diagram of question number 3. As we know, the radius of the circle is perpendicular. Okay, it's perpendicular to the tangent at the point of contact. Okay, so therefore this is make 90 degree. So this triangle, this is a right angle triangle. Okay, so by using Pythagoras theorem, we have to find the length of the PQ. Okay, so by using Pythagoras theorem in triangle OPQ and triangle OPQ. Okay, so this is hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse is OQ square. OQ square equal to OP square plus PQ square. PQ square. OQ is given. This is 12 centimeter. Okay, this is 12 centimeter square. OP radius. OP is radius given 5 centimeter square plus PQ. We need to find the value of PQ. This implies the square of 12. This is 144 and 5 square of 5, which is equal to 25 plus PQ square. So this implies PQ square equal to 144 minus 25. 144 minus 25, and this implies PQ equal to PQ square equal to 190. Okay. So therefore the value of PQ equal to square root 190. Okay. So after simplification, we will find the value of PQ, length PQ, which is equal to square root 90. So therefore the option D is the correct option. Okay. Okay children, now move to the question number 4. This is last question for exercise 8.1. Draw a circle and two lines parallel to a given lines such that one is tangent and the other is secant to the circle. Okay, so this is a very simple question. With the help of compass, we draw first a circle. So this is the circle, the center. Okay, I will draw first a circle, and also state we have to draw two parallel lines in such a way. The first is tangent and second is secant. Okay, one is tangent and one is secant. So as you know, the line is called tangent when intersect the circle at one point. The line is called secant if it intersect the circle at two distinct points. So suppose I will draw a line. Okay, this is line L. So this is a secant because it intersects the circle at two distinct points. And over here we can see. So this is secant. And also say draw another parallel line which is first is secant and another is tangent. So for tangent, to draw a line in such a way which intersects the circle at one point and also parallel to this line. So to draw at this point, so this is another line M. This is tangent. Okay, because it intersect the circle at one point and also M is parallel to that. Okay, so dear children, this is the solution of question number